should. Typically, I find out about an issue at the 11th hour, as was the case with this, but I had to come down to this meeting, even though I have to be on the plane first thing in the morning out of town, because I would find, I've been enjoying the drive along Bigfoot Beach since I was 5 years old. And it's one of the most beautiful vistas in the area that you're ever going to see. And to even think about closing that off is, to me, unconscionable. And so is dredging up and allowing the Ceylon Lagoon to belch forth its murky contents into beautiful Geneva Lake. Also unconscionable. So I had to come down here and say something.
Yeah, Sherry Ames, 603 Center Street. First I want to talk about the parking. I don't think 9 o'clock should be the ending time. 7 o'clock should be the ending time. That's all I have to say about that. Now the comprehensive plan. It's not just about Hillmore. It's about the whole city. And I was having a little chat with some of my friends here before the meeting about maybe it should not be sent forward with a yes tonight. Maybe we should hold off on it until after the next election. You get where I'm going with that? Because some of you might not be here to vote yes on it. We always hear about the silent majority. I don't see much silent majority. Yeah, we might be the loud minority, but we have to be. And like Hank said, it's not easy coming down here. Because for a while I was the silent one, if you can believe that. Some of you know me very well. But let's take a real good look at this. I'll be leaving shortly because it's my granddaughter's 2nd birthday. And like I've said before, I've had a lot of meetings that I've come to that I've missed family things. And I'm hoping when she's old enough, she will understand why Gaga was late to try to protect this town like it was when her mother and her uncles grew up here. Not a Wisconsin Dells, not a Schaumburg. I'd like to thank all of you for what you are doing. It has to be very hard to have people come up to you on the street and tell you how horrible you are. You're not horrible. My husband was a teacher here for 35 years. And there were a lot of nights we would go out for dinner, and we would go to dinner here in Lake Geneva because he didn't want to have a parent-teacher conference. And I'm sure maybe some of you feel like that because when you go out in public, you want to be who you are, that you are a person, not just an older person. Thank you.
I wanted to touch base on the comprehensive plan, particularly Mike Krajovic's numbers he put up here several times, showing basically the overdevelopment of what we're doing here. I've yet to see them disputed. It's been stated here that there's enough housing to 2040. So I guess my question is, why are we going forward so rapidly with this development, or I would say it's overdevelopment. Development's one thing, overdevelopment's another. See many people speak out against it. I think her name is Helen. She comes up and talks about her subdivision. Basically, they're just afraid for the safety of their children, which I think is concerning. And a couple other people from their subdivision come up saying the same things. It seems like the counter answer is, well, there'll be a stoplight coming, so that should solve things, and there'll be a whole lot more houses, so just kind of get ready for that. I've yet to see someone stand up here who is not a developer, who is in favor of all this development and overdevelopment. It does not seem like the public is aware of the changes and how they will affect our amazing small town. I didn't realize until recently this proposal to move the boat launch had come up again. I thought it was put to rest years ago. I echo that gentleman's sentiments. I mean, you can't drive that close to a lake that's this pretty all times of the year. I mean, you go down there in the winter when it's raging, when it's sunny, when it's windy, whenever it's beautiful. It's 2 feet out your door. And I've pulled over many times to take pictures to put on my website and things like that. It's amazing. And to think about just messing with that moat that he calls it, whatever, I agree. It's just, that's, inevitably you're gonna have to put a pier in, you're gonna put cement in for a boat ramp, and that's gonna pollute the lake. You might be able to clean up after it, but during that process, it's gonna pollute it. And I just don't see that that's a huge improvement on what's going on there. I mean, it's gonna make the beach smaller for the people that go there now. And you see a lot of the people there, I call it a flotilla, they're all anchored. I mean, those people are having a blast down there. And if you've ever done it, it's a lot of fun. You stand in the water, frisbee, people are hanging out, kids. I mean, those people are having a ball. And if you went down there and surveyed them and said, hey guys, you know, what do you think about putting a ramp in here and rerouting all this? I don't think you're gonna get a lot of people that are gonna get on board there. I don't see that happening. I would put the current boat launch in the same vein as traffic on Highway 50. It's always been there. If there was a better way to change it, do something different, I think it would have already happened. It's just one of those things that us as citizens have to deal with. And you don't have to deal with it in the winter, it's just in the summer when it's busy, like everything else. I mean, we all sacrifice for tourism. And you know sometimes you're not gonna wanna go to the store at a certain time, you're not gonna get your cleaning, you're gonna do it at different hours because the city's so crowded. And you know, we all deal with that, we all accept that. We just don't want it all the time. And I think if we keep going at this pace, you're gonna wake up one day and that's how it's gonna be all the time. And I don't think a lot of people are gonna be very happy about that. I know I wouldn't. The recurring theme I see at these meetings sometimes, it's like change is going through without public opinion. I talk to a lot of people about things that come up at these meetings, and most of them really have no idea what's going on. So to these people at home and to you people here, I mean, get the word out. Get other people to come down. I mean, we're sacrificing birthdays and family time and all kinds of things, but we all do it for one reason, because we love Lake Geneva. We love it the way it is. And we want some things to change, but not dramatically. We're slow change, you know. Do a little something here, and if you like it, great. But this overdevelopment, it's gonna happen, and you're not gonna be able to turn it around. And so I hope that we can do something before it's too late. And I appreciate you guys letting me speak. I appreciate what you do, and thank you.
Thank you.